where it's mother effing Liddy. Remember, when in doubt, pull your mother effing blunts out, okay? And run me up, y'all, please. Like, oh my God. Mm-mm-mm. Run me up. Like my video. Don't be afraid to comment so that I can welcome y'all in. Share me out. Turn your post notifications on. Make sure that you all are subscribed. All that good stuff, okay? But most importantly, y'all, like my video, okay? Because it is 6:02 in the morning, and y'all know how we what am I trying to say? Y'all know how we get down, okay? I have been going live every single day on the weekdays, let me be clear, for like 2 weeks now at 6 a.m. until I wake my kids up at 6:45. Okay, so run me up. Like your girl is doing her mother effing thing for real. Anyway, hi Queen Shondu, period. I love you. Thank you for being here. Hi Delray Desi sis. Welcome, welcome. I love you. Thank you for being here. So this topic, I feel like it's gonna be really, really interesting because I don't feel like a lot of people know what it is I'm about to get into. And that's why you guys must like this video so that the YouTube algorithm will pick it up. Y'all know when I talk about that big lipped dude, they start playing with my views. So they've been trying to do that to me for like the past week. But it's okay. I'm going to get my views back up. I don't care. Like my video though, so everybody can hear what it is I'm about to say. Because I feel like the truth is not being talked about. Why is it that it's only negative things said about Nicki Minaj, right? When there's a story put out, a negative headline about her, all the blogs will run it, run it, run it, run it. But when the truth comes out and it clears up that negative narrative, thank you for the latte, thank you for the latte, sis Delray Desi already showing out on this good morning. Okay. Thank you, Queen, for my latte. Let me scroll up so I'm able to welcome all of you guys to the live. That is so cute. I love you guys for that. So I feel like every single time something happens to where the truth clears up the false narrative, nobody ever talks about that, y'all. Nobody ever brings that up. Now, with that being said, let's get. Oh, wait, hold on. Hi, Sagittarius gang. Welcome to the live. They said Barb City where it's Liddy, period. Shandu said Grand Rising, everybody. Happy 11/11. Barb City, make sure y'all get y'all's manifestations on with the kind heart. Y'all, tell me why my birthday is in a few days. In a few days. So today's the 11th. Like Queen Shandu said, my birthday is on the 14th, y'all. Turn up. Hey, let me stop. Um, who is this? Hi, Christine. Welcome to the live. She said, good morning, Barb City. Good morning, baby. Welcome, welcome. Sagittarius Gang said, love you, Barb City. Love you. Shadu says, today is November 11th. Let's get it. Breezy111. Welcome to the live. They said, have a great day. Let's get it. Have a good one. Delray Desi said, time to get litty, sis. Love you more. Period. Hi, Monique. Welcome to the live, Queen. She said, good morning, Barb City and Barb City Gang. Good morning. Shandu said the reason is it keeps everybody in a low vibration and attacking each other. Their narrative won't work if everybody is vibing so high. I agree. Hi, who is this? Attitude on altitude. Welcome to the live, babe. They said, hey, silly. Hey, girl. Okay, so with that being said, y'all, yes, 1111, angel numbers, period. So with that being said, y'all, let's get into this. So we know that there was a blogger, right, that said or started the lie that Nicki Minaj did powder. And I know she wasn't the first person to start the lie, but she's the reason it went viral. She's the reason the world started looking at Nicki Minaj like she does powder, right? Now, before we get any further, I want to make something clear to you guys, okay? There's no such thing as a fat man. So to the people who be calling Nicki Minaj fat while calling her a cokehead, you're crazy. Not just that, but and wait, let me elaborate on that just a little bit more. When you're on that stuff, you literally don't have taste buds. You can go days and days and weeks without eating. Okay? So that's why I say what I say. You don't eat when you're on that stuff. So Nicki Minaj would be losing drastic weight if that was the case. Okay? Another thing is, when Nicki Minaj is on video talking to her fans and she's like half asleep, half awake, like looking real drowsy and stuff, that is not oak. Is an upper. It's an upper. It makes you talk 100 miles per hour. It keeps you up for days. It makes you lose weight. Nicki Minaj does not look like or act like a Ed. And the videos that you guys are seeing, she's clearly. Let me ask y'all something. Have y'all ever been out on a long night where you just have so much fun? You drunk as hell and you trying to have a conversation while smoking a blunt and you're like falling asleep because you're tired, but at the same time you drunk, you feeling yourself. That's what we see. We do not see Nicki Minaj on Oak. We don't. So with that being said, let me go back to the blogger. Hold on, I don't want to lose spot in my comments. Okay. Hold on, y'all, my bad. Okay, so let me go back to the blogger, y'all. So the blogger lady, she started this lie about Nicki Minaj, or shall I say, she made it more viral because the lie was already there, right? And Nicki Minaj sued that girl. All right? Please like my video, y'all. And during the process of suing her, of course, Nicki Minaj had to prove that she does not use powder. You can't just say, I don't use powder, she's lying, I want to sue her. You have to prove that you don't use it. There's 32 of y'all here. Like my mother effing video. It's right there. It's literally right there, y'all. Like the video. Unless you're an edgeless, breathtaking ass hater, like my video. Okay? Run me the F up. Because at this point, I'm starting to think that the other, out of the 32 of y'all, only 8 of y'all F with Barb City and Nicki Minaj. Like, dang, y'all be pulling up first thing in the morning. The haters be pulling up, child, first thing in the morning. It's crazy. Like this damn video. You're here. Anyway, so like I was saying, you have to prove that you don't actually do that stuff in order to sue someone, right? So first of all, why would Nicki Minaj even engage with a lawsuit knowing that she would have to prove she don't do this stuff, right? Now, that brings me to this. Lotto has hinted at Nicki Minaj doing powder. Doja Cat has hinted at Nicki Minaj doing powder. Cardi B was online calling Nicki Minaj a cocaine Barbie and saying, oh, the reason why your son is is because you were doing this, that, and the third while you were pregnant. Now, let me pause there. How is it that you could tell the world what Nicki Minaj was doing with her son and try to say that you have medical information on her child, but you can't tell us her child's name? That's number one. How did you see Nicki Minaj's medical records, first of all, to begin with? Like, that's literally against HIPAA laws. But let's say that she actually seen some documents. Why is it that you can't tell us Papa Bear's real name, ma'am? Okay? And to see now let me tell y'all something else before I go further. While we're talking about Nicki's son. Okay? The thing is, Nicki Minaj posted a 7-second clip. I swear to everything that I love, it's a 7-second clip, not a second longer. Okay? She posted a clip of her son and she was stretching his hair out to show how long it was. All of 7 seconds. Papa Bear had some spoons or forks, I'm not really sure, and he hit them together and he ran off the screen. Okay? And ever since that video was posted, Cardi B's fans have been saying that Papa Bear is slow. And Cardi B took it upon herself to say the same exact thing on Twitter, right? Now, I'm trying to figure out what child doesn't bang things together. So Cardi B's telling me that her kids never hit their spoon on their high chair or on their plate. Like, come on now. So a child banging two things together makes them slow. Does that not sound slow? And then not just that, but Cardi B and her sister and her fans have been saying this about Papa Bear for years. And you see how nobody cared? Nobody cared that they have been talking about Nicki Minaj's son. But the one time Nicki Minaj says something about culture after Cardi B disrespected Papa Bear, it's a problem. The whole world had something to say. Nicki Minaj was losing followers. Nicki Minaj, wrong. But nobody's talking about the time Hennessy Carolina was throwing shade at Nicki Minaj and was like, oh, now say the ABCs with me. And typed out the ABCs, referring to Papa Bear not being able to do his ABCs, but then the girl messed up on her ABCs. Y'all remember that? When she had to delete her post trying to shade a little boy saying he couldn't do his ABCs and then she completely messed up the ABCs? So when Nicki Minaj said what she said about culture, yes, she was responding to something that Cardi B said about her son. But they had already been talking about her son. So Nicki Minaj did what she did so that they would repeat everything they have been saying over the years so that Nicki can sue them. That's what that was about. This is chess, never checkers. Okay, now, with that being said, all of these girls have hinted at Nicki Minaj using powder, right? But for some reason, when Nicki Minaj was on Stationhead and said, I have taken and passed a hair follicle test, nobody cared. Nobody reported that. Nobody talked about that. And it's still Cocaine Barbie, right? That's the type of stuff I'm talking about right there. For instance, a better example is the situation with Kenneth Petty, right? What Kenneth Petty was accused of, the fact that the victim came out and said, look, I was lying. I was trying to recant my story and was told that I would get in trouble if I did. But I was forced to lie. She said it with her own mouth on camera. But because everybody needs something to hold over Nicki Minaj, they can't talk about her looks. They can't talk about her talent. They can't talk about her pen. They can't talk about her numbers. They can't talk about her fans. They can't talk about nothing but Kenneth Petty and her brother. And they need something to hold over Nicki Minaj's head that they want that to be true so bad that they would ignore the actual victim telling them, I lied. Because they want to be able to hold that over her so bad. And it's the same, they've been saying that Nicki's son can't go to the park with her son and all this. And then Nicki posts pictures of her husband at the park, not only with her son, but with other kids as well. Okay, so that's a prime example as to they want something to hold over Nicki Minaj's head so bad. They want this powder lie to be true so bad, y'all, to the point where Nicki Minaj had to prove that she was not using and did that, and they still are claiming her to be on powder. Not just that. Not only did she pass her hair follicle test, but Nicki Minaj raps about her choice of rug. I'm not going to sit here and play in y'all's face. I'm not about to sit here and lie to y'all. Nicki Minaj literally raps about her choice of rug. Okay? So, why is it that y'all can't just say what it is that she's doing? Why do y'all have to constantly call her a powderhead? And why is it that Cardi B can be seen with the pink stuff, powder, and ain't nobody saying nothing about that? Why ain't she cocaine Barbie? Why are people not responding with, how are you calling Nicki Minaj this when we just seen you doing this? Because it doesn't fit the narrative. So again, Nicki Minaj passed her hair follicle test. She's not just going to get online and say that, knowing that said blogger can come out and say she's lying. She passed her hair follicle test, you guys. And Cardi B, Lotto, Doja, and people are still trying to throw this powder cap on her. And you know what? She's going to sue the F out of them. And that's why Nicki Minaj posted and said her attorney said that they would have Cardi B kicked out of her house within 30-something months. Cardi B thinks this is a game. She thinks this is a game, y'all. She really does. Do y'all understand that she got online and typed out cocaine Barbie after Nicki Minaj passed a hair follicle test? Nicki Minaj's hair goes past the crack of her ass. Okay? Hair follicle test, you can look it up right now. It goes back years. It's different from peeing in a cup. A hair follicle test goes back years. So when she passed that hair follicle test, it showed that she hasn't done powder in years. A whole span of time. Okay? Nicki Minaj said, I have never done powder. Never. And she took a hair follicle test. And still, Cardi B was bold enough to get on her platform and type out cocaine Barbie. Not just that, but she talked about Nicki Minaj's HIPAA rights. Let's say that what she was saying about Nicki Minaj was true. So you're admitting that you guys violated my HIPAA rights. Lawsuit. Lawsuit, lawsuit, lawsuit. I cannot wait. I cannot wait, literally. And everybody's sitting back like, well, if Nicki Minaj has a problem, why don't she just sue? Why don't she just get her money? But now, mind you, even though she said that's exactly what she's doing, y'all just can't read with comprehension. I could say the same thing about the other people. If Nicki Minaj is lying, why aren't they suing her? But y'all see how y'all could only say that about Nicki Minaj and never the other people? That's exactly what that's the point that we're making right there. That's the point that we're making right there. Oh, if Nicki Minaj was really owned money for title, and if Jay-Z is really doing all these things, then why don't she just shut up and sue? What is the internet going to do about it? Well, she's coming to the internet because that's where all the smear campaigns are being done at, first of all. Secondly, like I said, she is suing. You just can't listen with comprehension. And thirdly, we could say the same thing. If Nicki Minaj is lying, oh wait, I got another gift, y'all. Y'all know when I get to going, child, I get to going. Okay. Who's Oh, the comments are commenting. Thank you, Delray Desi, for sending me a floating heart. Sending me a floating heart. I appreciate you, sis. Love you. I really love the whole sending the jewels and the rubies and the gifting. Like, that is so cool. And you guys don't know how it translates. It translates for the creators on our end, but just know when you guys do that, like y'all really, really be running it up for me. Like y'all really run it up. So I appreciate y'all, seriously, seriously. And if you can't, send a super chat, a super thanks, a jewel, all that good stuff, it's okay. Like my video. Those are just as important to me. Seriously. Like my video. So let me go. I'm going to read some of y'all's comments because they are kind of stacking up. Let me see. Hold on. Let me get to the good ones. Attitude on Altitude said, saw the title and jumped in. Hello, Barb City. Hey, babes. Hello, hello. Hey. To you as well, babes. Miranda says, exactly. They need to stop saying that about her. She's proved she doesn't do coke. I agree. Like, she proved that she doesn't do it. Y'all need to stop. But see, like I said, the thing about that is, right? All the blogs were posting that Nicki Minaj does powder. So that went viral, viral, viral. Millions and billions of people seen it all around the world, right? But nobody, y'all, when I say nobody posted about her saying she passed her hair follicle test, I mean nobody, bruh. That is so sad, man. Can y'all believe that? Those same people who put that lie up about Nicki Minaj did not clear it up. They're not allowing those same people that seen the lie to actually see the truth as well. And that's sad. And the same people that see this going on will say, oh, Nicki Minaj is just crazy. She's just saying all this outlandish stuff. No, she's telling the truth, you guys. Y'all could see it with your own eyes. We all seen it the other day when she retweeted Trump. She didn't say that she's a Republican. The woman can't even vote. She's an immigrant. She's not even able to vote. All she did was retweet something that Trump said about Nigerians being taken out simply for believing in what they believe in and it being wrong and him doing what he has to do to make it come to an end. Nicki Minaj just agreed with that, saying that people deserve to believe in what they believe in and do not deserve to have their lives taken because of their beliefs. That's all Nicki said. And she was dragged for 4 days because people were calling her a Republican. Oh, she voted for Trump. She voted for Trump. She's not even able to vote. But then when Nicki Minaj sent her whole crew out in several different areas in Jamaica, passing out things, necessities, and food, and helping individuals and families that were impacted, nobody posted that. And y'all seen how the Breakfast Club skimmed over that really quick. They're like, oh yeah, well, people say we don't like Nicki Minaj, so let's go ahead and get into the fact that she has her crews out in Jamaica giving back. So we want to give her a shout out for that. But if it was something about her doing powder, They would have spent 45 minutes on that topic. And that's why Nicki Minaj is doing the things that she's doing. It is always going to be chess and not checkers. You guys think that she didn't know she was going to get dragged for reposting that? She did it for a reason, you guys. She did it because just 2 weeks before that, Beyonce and Jay-Z were seen actually hanging out with the Trumps. Actually hanging out with them after being a voice for Kamala. Y'all are actually sitting down and eating with these people. But nobody dragged them for that. But y'all see how they dragged Nicki Minaj? She's getting her evidence. That's why she's doing what she's doing. She has to prove the RICO. In order for her to prove the RICO, in order for her to prove that people are trying to bake her, act her, and make her seem crazy, she has to prove the narratives. She had to say what she had to say. Now, I know that Cardi B said what she said about Papa Bear first and been saying it for years. I get it. But the way Nicki Minaj went in on Culture, it was all to make Cardi B say everything that she's been saying. So that Nicki Minaj can link her to all the previous things that have been said. Okay? This thing with Trump was to show, you see how they can do this, but when I do this, these certain blogs get me dragged? Chess and never checkers, you guys. Okay? So, let me read on in you guys' comments. Let me see. Christina said, and her face would be melting like number 11's. It would be. Do you guys see how beautiful Nicki Minaj is? A cokehead ain't running around looking like that. They are not running around looking younger than every last one of the girls that are trying to be in competition with her. Nicki Minaj looks younger than every last one of the girls and has not touched her face. And y'all are calling her a powderhead? Like, come on. It's so lame. Anyway, let me read on. Miranda said, I hate that they put that label on her. Right. She doesn't display any of those symptoms. I agree. Miranda said, like, for instance, do y'all not remember how Whitney Houston looked? Do y'all not remember how Whitney Houston looked? It's not the same. It is not the same. Like, y'all are literally saying that Nicki Minaj is strung out, like, not to put Whitney down, but y'all see how she went out. Y'all see how she looked on stage. Y'all see the transformation in her beauty. Nicki Minaj does not display any signs of being a powderhead. She don't. Y'all are just a bunch of followers. Y'all hear somebody say something, be like, oh, it must be true. Y'all are followers. For real, y'all can't use your own heads. Y'all can't be like, she passed her hair follicle test. She don't act or look like a powderhead. It's like, oh, Cardi B said it. It's true. I'm going to start saying it too. That's lame. See, the Barbs, we come up with our own jokes off the top of our dome. Okay? That's the joy of the Barbs. We are hilarious people for real. We don't need to put lies out on people because they give us enough to laugh at on their own. Like, Cardi B is literally... You know what? I'm not even going to go there. But like I said, they give us enough things to laugh about. We don't need to make anything up. Okay? This woman literally left her husband, separated her kids from their family just to be with Offset 2.0. If not, Offset 1.0. Stephon Diggs is being, like, doing way worse than what Offset was doing. That's hilarious. I know a lot of y'all want to claim like it's not. That is hilarious. And I'm not laughing at the woman's pain. I'm laughing at her stupidity. Like, girl, did you get pregnant? Like, oh my God. Oh, that is hilarious. And see, that's why I say she be projecting, y'all. She talks about Kenneth Petty all the time because she be projecting onto Nicki Minaj's marriage. For real. Her marriage didn't work out. She sees Stefan Diggs had all these babies on the way and tried to have a baby. That's what happened. She got pregnant with a baby at her big old age. She's like, uh-oh, all these girls is pregnant by my man. I gotta get pregnant too. Like, girl, your first 3 kids didn't show you can't keep it with a baby. Like, girl, anyway. Let me keep reading because I feel like I could quickly get off track, okay? Miranda also said, I don't know why they don't say that about Botched. When she goes on rants every single day, nobody says that about her. But Nicki, they want to say that about even after she did the hair follicle test. So what Miranda is saying is, every single time Nicki Minaj gets on Station Head or Spaces and she's just talking. Like, Nicki Minaj has never, ever, 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 ever got on Station Head or Spaces and yelled and screamed at the phone. She has never done that. Nicki Minaj gets on live, she's talking calmly, she's chilling. Even if she's dragging somebody, she's doing it calmly, right? Even if she's on Twitter posting back to back to back, she's just dragging. She's just having herself a key. She don't even really be saying nothing. But people call it a rant. Oh, she's having herself a powder rant. Oh, here we go, another powder rant. But yet, there was a whole phone call leaked of Cardi B screaming at the top of her lungs, yelling at her phone. I could just envision spit flying everywhere while she's yelling, screaming and hollering about Ice Spice, about Lotto, about everybody. Was that a powder rant? Or when she's on Spaces hooping and hollering about Bia and JT and telling her fans that she hoped they mother and fathered I. Or when she's telling people, go dig up your baby. None of that's a powder rant. You see what I'm saying, y'all? And that's why Nicki Minaj is suing. That's why she has to prove the smear campaign. She has to prove it. It's deeper than just, oh, she's lying on my name. Nicki Minaj is trying to prove RICO. She's trying to prove Baker Act intentions. She's trying to prove smear campaigns. It's deeper than, oh, Cardi B said this and she lied. No. Nicki Minaj has to prove that there's several blogs and people that are getting paid to say and do certain things to her. And that brings me to talk about something that we're going to be getting into in my next video, right? And just so you guys know, I posted a good video yesterday. I did a live, but I also posted a video. If you guys missed it, go and check it out. But that brings me to say this right here. The fact that how do I want to say what it is I'm saying, y'all? So, Nicki Minaj has been saying there's so many people that are getting paid to do this or say this. How many female rappers have came out and said, oh, I was told if I make a diss track to Nicki Minaj, I could sign this deal, or I'd be given this amount of money? How many people have came out and said that? But yet Nicki Minaj is lying. Nicki Minaj is just crazy, right? And wasn't Cardi B just saying that Nicki Minaj needs to compete with her peers? Did she not say that? Did she not do an interview and say that she was not placed here to take someone else's spot? Did she not say that? Now, after Cardi B lost, because that's what she did not outsell Pink Friday 2, and she worked really, 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 really hard to do it, to the point where she even sold her album for $4.99. She was meeting complete strangers and taking pictures with them while pregnant for $4.99, just to surpass Nicki Minaj's numbers, and then turns around after she lost and says, compete with your peers. Corny. But that brings me to say this. Don't you guys find it funny that Nicki Minaj had the longest running charting album in the Billboard top 10, right? She had, her album was in the top 10 the longest out of all the female rap albums, right? Cardi B just tied her this week. So Am I the Drama is tied with Pink Friday 2 for the longest running album. Why is it that Cardi B has discounted all the variants to her album just so that she can outchart Nicki Minaj? But then you just said for her to compete with her peers. I hate that bitch. I cannot make it up. I hate her because she's so corny. I know that people say you cannot hate people that you don't know. I hate Cardi B. And the reason why is because she is corny. Corny, 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 corny. That is corny to me. That is corny. Oh my God. That is like literally signing up to race somebody, like physically run in a race with them, right? And you sign the papers to do that. And then at the end of the race, when you lose, you tell the person, go run up against people who actually want to run up against you. Like, what? Like, what? Do y'all understand how that sounds, how stupid that is? Is that not corny? Drop corn in the chat right now for Cardi B. I need to see some corn in the cobs in the chat right now for Cardi B. Okay? I know they only have corn in the cobs, but y'all, every type of corn you could think of is Cardi. Corny. Corny, corny, corny. Let me read on. Let me see. Miranda said, yes, like the video, please, unless your breath stinks. Miranda said they're mad because you're calling their faves out. Exactly. Like, they be pulling up at 6 o'clock in the morning to watch my video, but you can't like it. Like, girl, I know you don't agree with what I'm saying, but you still be here at 6 o'clock in the morning with Barb City Gang. Like my mother effing video, for real. Monique said, Barb City, you know these birds are delusional. Yes, I do. Hi, Mink Moolah. Good morning. Welcome to the live. Did I already say that to you? No, I don't think I did. So, good morning. Hey, babe. I see you in the chat watching from the living room. Good morning to you. Let me see. Let me keep reading. Hold on. Yes, Shandu said, they all doing the ish. It's pure projection. That's what it is. It's projection, y'all. It is straight up projection. Everything that people say about Nicki Minaj is exactly who Cardi B and all these other girls are. And y'all project it onto Nicki Minaj. You guys are projecting Cardi B's unhappy marriage onto Nicki Minaj. You guys are projecting all these other girls being flops and unable to sell onto Nicki Minaj. You guys are projecting these face surgeries onto Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj has never touched her face. But because all these girls look totally different than what they did before fame, y'all are projecting. Y'all will be like, oh, they all look like Nicki Minaj. I knew she had face surgery. No. They just all doing surgery to look like Nicki Minaj. Projection. And that's another thing. All these people running around talking about Nicki Minaj is on powder. Okay, let me pause. Y'all probably are on powder for real. Okay? It's the projection for me. All these people sitting behind accounts where they never show their face, they never post a picture of themselves. They're using Cardi B as an Abby, stuff like that. But y'all calling Nicki Minaj fat? It's the projection for me. You're not even comfortable posting a photo of yourself. Oh my God, I can't make this up. Thank you, Shandu, or not Shandu, sorry. I love her so much. It just kind of came out. Thank you, Monique, for sending me a floating heart. Hey, hey, hey. Thank you, Queen. Thank you, Delray Jesse, for sending me. I don't know what that was. Honestly, it was like a floating 100 or something. But thank you, babe. I appreciate y'all. Oh my God, I appreciate y'all. I love when y'all run me up, for real. It just makes me have a good day all day. Delray Desi said, Barney B claims, hold on, Barney B. Oh, this is cute. She sent me a singing dog. That is so cute. Thank you. Look how cute this little thing is. She sent me a husky. Oh, thank you for the husky. That was cute. Monique said, Coke Rant B needs to retire. Delray Desi said, Barney B claim is a personal. You messed up, babes. You messed up. You gonna have me sounding crazy, my love. Monique says, Cardi only shows the highlights of her kid's day. And let me tell y'all something. Y'all want to say, oh, Nicki Minaj doesn't post her son because he's slow. No, Nicki Minaj is protecting her child. Y'all see that he can't get online and smack 2 spoons together without people saying that he's slow because he did that. That's called protecting her child. That's why there's no video longer than 7 seconds of Papa Bear. It's called protecting her child from this evil internet. Okay? Oh, Cardi B posts her kids all the time. And that's Cardi B. If she wants to have her kids in the limelight consistently, that's her. That's how she's raising her kids. Okay? Nicki Minaj wanting to keep her son off the internet does not make her a bad mom, and it does not make him slow. Cardi B knows what she's doing when she posts her kids doing their ABCs. You can't sit here and talk about someone's child not being able to do their ABCs with your sister and your fans for 2 years and then post a video of your child singing their ABCs and nobody's supposed to be like, oh, she's throwing shade at Nicki Minaj. And then she'll be like, wow, I can't even post my child and show that my child is smart without you guys trying to say it's about someone else. Like, you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. She knows what she's doing, y'all. And Miss Carol Mirage has already said that Papa Bear is just like any other child at his age. Now, Miranda said it's sad that they don't shared the same respect for Nicki's son. I agree, because let me tell y'all something. Over here on Barb City, many people have tried to come to my comments dragging Cardi B's kids. Okay? People that I love, like genuinely. And I would tell them, I'm not here for that. I'm not here for dragging other kids. Okay? I leave the kids out of everything. That's just how I am. And people will respond to me and be like, but they talk about Nicki Minaj's son. People have actually unfollowed me because I've told them, I understand that they talk about Nicki's child, and it's not okay. But that doesn't mean that we have to stoop to their level and talk about their kids. You know what I'm saying? And that's just me. That's just me. It's like, I could drag Cardi B all day long. I could drag Offset. I could drag Hennessy. I could drag anybody I want. But them kids, I'm going to leave them kids alone. That's why Nicki Minaj came out and apologized to Culture, because Nicki Minaj don't think that Culture is ugly. Nicki Minaj don't think Blossom is ugly, y'all. Come on. She don't really feel that way. But when you're talking about my kid, I'm going to come for yours. Best believe it. That's why Nicki said, I did this for a bigger reason, and one day Culture will understand. And that bigger reason is getting them to say the things that they've been saying about Papa Bear over the years, so it could be added to the lawsuit. And I'm not making an excuse for Nicki Minaj. I wish neither one of them brought up each other's kids. But look, I'm a mom. I'm a mama bear myself. And you talk about my kids, I'm sorry, but I'm to talk about your kids. All my morals and all my integrity and all that is out the door if you disrespect my kids. Period. I do not care. I do not care. I do not care, y'all. So at the same time, I understand where Nicki Minaj was coming from. Y'all been dragging my child for years and I've been quiet. You know what, Culture Vulture? I get it. I do. Oh, let me not laugh, child. I'm going to hell. Nicki Minaj is funny, bruh. She is funny. Oh my God. She said, you ugly like your sister. Like, come on. Y'all know she didn't mean that stuff. We're talking about Nicki Minaj, a real queen, y'all. Y'all know she didn't mean that stuff. Y'all know that woman's kids ain't ugly. They're not. They're not ugly. Are they a Papa Bear? Absolutely not. But they're not ugly, y'all. Wait, I got sent some more stuff from somebody. I keep running my damn mouth. I'm missing it. Somebody sent me something. Hi, Wendy Johnson. Welcome to the live. There's so many people I haven't welcomed to the live this morning, and I'm so sorry because I've just been running these lips. So many comments. Like, wow, we got so many comments today. Let me read this one. The Gemini Queen said, she did that for a reason. Come on, guys. I'm glad that Nicki said that so Barney could feel what she felt about talking about her son. Because who thinks she is? That's my thing. Nobody cares that Cardi B has been talking about Nicki Minaj's son this entire time. Nobody cares, y'all. It's crazy. They've been dragging Nicki's son this whole time. And the one time Nicki Minaj says something, it aired, the whole internet is in an uproar. Do you know how many people I had to unfriend and block because people were playing blind to the fact that they have been dragging Nicki Minaj's child? Cardi B, her sister, and her fans have been dragging Papa Bear since he was born. And the one time Nicki says something, the whole internet is in an uproar. To the point where I would be defending Nicki Minaj in one of my friends' comments. Like, okay, so you're saying this about Nicki Minaj. Did you not see everything that Cardi B said about Papa Bear before that? And they'll respond to me with something like, yeah, but Nicki Minaj is the one carrying it on. Like, what? Like, y'all just say anything. Anyway, There's somebody's comment that I wanted to read. Hi, Roman. Roman Terrence, welcome to the live. They said deep down there in their heart, people know Nicki ain't crazy and she is telling no lie. It's just so hard for them to admit Nicki will always be the queen. And that's it. That's it. You're 100% right. Hi, Tiff Moore. Welcome to the live. Instead of them just saying, I don't like Nicki Minaj. I believe her. I don't think she's crazy. I think she's pretty. All that stuff. I just don't like her. They'd rather all the lies to be true. When really they just don't like her. Tiff Moore said, I pray for those blessings because, baby, keep showing your true colors and I'll continue to block and move on. Exactly. Where's that comment? Here it is. Walking by faith, not fear, said, we're about to have a world war and still being distracted by these people that have much more money than we do. Don't care about us at all, only want us to participate when it's time for a concert. They're not going to donate to the homes of people They're not going to donate to the home of people. Put that down. They have lost their food stamps, but we always tune in. We all need to get right with God. Jesus is coming. So first of all, baby, I agree with most of what you said, but I am going to have to bring you together. I am going to have to gather you just really quick. Okay? First of all, Nicki Minaj has given me plenty of attention. Okay, she knows that I exist. She knows about Barb City. And Nicki Minaj has never given energy that she only talks to her fans when it's time to support concerts. That's a lie. Nicki Minaj is on Spaces and Stationhead almost every other day talking to her fans, giving us gifts, sending us cash apps, giving us free tickets to her concerts. Not just free tickets, but free backstage tickets. And in case you missed what I said, Nicki Minaj was just had her whole crew in Jamaica, giving to Jamaica. She was literally handing out supplies, necessities, food, signing up individuals and families for future assistance that were impacted by what happened in Jamaica. So what you said about Nicki Minaj is a lie. It's a lie. And that is exactly why I will be on my platform doing exactly what I'm doing. Like, I totally understand what you're saying, but every artist doesn't fit in the bag that you just tried to put them all in. Okay? Nicki Minaj loves her fans and is actually known as the artist, the only artist that loves and respects her fans the way that she does. Nicki Minaj never treats us like broke people on the street that she don't know. Nicki Minaj will always stop and talk to her fans, acknowledge her fans. After every last one, my nose is stuffy. After every last one of Nicki Minaj's shows, when she's leaving the arena, she stops and talks to her fans. Okay, Nicki Minaj allows us to participate in Nicki trivia and win money to pay rent, to be able to... Nicki Minaj literally, in 2023, she chose 7 barbs and flew them out to where she lives at and spent the day with them. Because one of her female barbs hopped in her comments and said she feels like the female barbs are always being left out. So what did Nicki do? She went out of her way, paid for these people to travel and come see her, and paid for their stay to spend time with her. So no, I'm sorry. I disagree with that. Sorry. I disagree with that. Miranda says she loves us because we're the only ones who support her, and that's why I love Nicki. She's not like Beyonce, only showing love when she needs people to buy her products. She's not like them. While you got Doja Cat saying she don't need fans, she don't need stamp pages and stuff like that. You got Cardi B saying F y'all. Y'all are slow as F. That's why they call us retarded gang. I don't need no fan. F the stands. I hope your mama died. All that because they don't like a song. Projection. Did y'all just see that? Did y'all just peep the projection? They projected all of that onto Nicki Minaj. When Nicki Minaj deserves the support, and that's another thing. Just because I get on my platform and talk for an hour don't mean I'm distracted by a monthly thing. I see exactly what's going on. And actually, I'm the only channel that does moments of silence for these people that are losing their lives. Did I not do a moment of silence for everybody in Nigeria and Jamaica just 2 days ago, y'all? Before I even got into my video, I said, let's have a moment of silence for everything that's going on. So just because I get on my platform and talk don't mean I'm distracted by a monthly thing. I'm multitasking. I see what is going on. Like, people always think they have it. You don't have it, ma'am, sir, whatever. you don't got it, okay? The hell? I hate that. I always want to talk about, oh, these people wouldn't care about you. She does care about me. Okay? She does. If you go to Nicki Minaj's Twitter right now and go to the search icon and type in I confess and scroll down, you will see that Nicki Minaj has retweeted me. Nicki Minaj has liked my post. Nicki Minaj's people that are signed to Heavy on it have shown me love. Keke Palmer has shown me love. Okay? Not every artist is Doja Cat and Cardi B. Now. Good morning, lovely girls. The Gemini Queen said, clock it. So, like, clock it. Good morning. Good morning. I need you to wake you up, okay? Come on. Hey, Jim. Mommy girl. Good morning. Uh-oh. Are you not feeling well now?
I coughed since last night.
I just, like, kept on coughing over and over again.
Does your throat hurt? Or just a coughing?
Just a cough.
Do you feel sick? Or you just feel like you have a little cough?
Just a little cough. Because I'm just keep on coughing over and over again.
Okay, well, you may or may not be able to go to school. We're going to have to see, okay? Here, let's go take a shower so you can get ready for school. Quick shower. Hey, Jim, mommy. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know after we have us a little... Quick. Let me see what y'all are saying. Miranda said, right, she's the only one who cares about to turn us against her, but it will never happen. We are all bonded in life. I agree. Like, stop it. Huda Monroe, I think is how you say it, said, Nicki talks to her fans like family, always encouraging us to get an education and ask us about our feelings and health, etc. Not just that, but how many barbs has Nicki Minaj sent to college? How many college tuitions has Nicki Minaj paid for? Like, who are y'all? Like, y'all must not know Nicki Minaj. Y'all just talking to talk. Son, Nation, good morning. Good morning, Booger. It's time to get up for bed, okay? I mean, for school, buddy. Yes, daughter.
Do I go in already?
Yes, go. Get in. Take a quick shower so I can get you ready for school, okay? Quick. Hey, Jim. Come on, mommy, because mommy has to get you together. If you guys have not already, please like my video. What? If you guys are just getting here, because I see my views are going up, if you guys are just getting here, you will have to rewind the video back. This was a really good live. Here, baby. It was a really good live, very much informational. Everybody needs to hear it. So if you have not liked it already, please like it. Okay, turn me up. Hey Jim, come here.
No.
What? Come here. You're
No.
sleepy. Come here, mommy. Come to your mommy. Barb City Gang wants to say good morning anyway. Come here. Come here.
Why?
Why? Because I want to give you a good morning huggy. Come here. Forget you then. Forget you. Mommy don't want your hug. How about that? Miranda says she loves us because we're the only ones. Oh, I already read that. I already read that. Delray Desi said Nicki is 100% genuine with her fans. She treats us like family instead of just a fan base. To like, who is this person even talking about? Like, there's no way they're talking about Nicki Minaj. Like, that's not her. Delray Desi said, us Barbs are not a fan base to Nicki. We are family. She even treats us better than some of our blood family members. Oh my God. Clock it. Clock it. Because let me tell y'all something. The Barbs are my number one support system outside of the people that live in my house. Like, y'all are my number one support system, and I can only imagine how Nicki Minaj feels. Like, seriously. Miranda says, at the Gemini Queen, culture is a barb. She was dancing to Barbie World, I heard, and Cardi got upset and turned it off. She didn't want her daughter listening to her ops music. Don't y'all just love Northwest? Like, she is just the cutest little barb ever. She truly loves Nicki Minaj. Northwest says, I'm a barb, itch. Don't ever misunderstand that. Like, even Kim Kardashian is like, yeah, North is a barb, y'all. Um, the Gemini Queen said, culture is going to understand this one day. Trust me. She is going to tell her mom, you was wrong. Why did you say that? And yes, she is going to be a barb. Trust me, because who don't love my queen? Clock it. Um, Tiff Moore said, right. At that point, they're bots. I don't argue with bots. I love you guys. This was such a really good live. But walking by faith, not by fear. Like, I totally understood what they were saying, but for them to say, oh, Nicki Minaj is not going to donate this, that, and the third, but yet she did donate. Not only did she donate, but she actually had her own crew out there serving families. And that's exactly what I mean. The negative goes viral. But when it's time to get into something positive about Nicki Minaj, nobody knows about it. Nobody gives a damn.
Mommy,
Okay, I need you to get up, Mama.
but I don't have school today.
You do have school today. The day that you didn't have school was yesterday, Mommy.
Mommy, that was only one day.
I know that was. No, you were out of school since Friday. That's Saturday, Sunday, Monday. That's 3 days, ma'am.
No,
Now it's one day.
I wasn't out of school.
Girl, if you don't get out of this bed so you can go to school. And y'all see this little baby Barb, she trying to find any way to stay in that bed. Like, girl, get your butt up. You're going to school. You was here all day yesterday. You going to school. Get your butt up. Nature, hurry, baby.
Huh?
Hurry up in there.
I'm almost done.
Okay, booger butt. Okay, so you guys, this video was great. I loved it. Please like it if you have not already, y'all. What is this? Okay. If you guys have not already liked this video, please do so. Follow Barb City on Facebook. We have a black logo, black and pink logo over there. It looks just like our pink and white one, but it is black. We're also on Twitter and Instagram. I have imposters over there, so make sure that you guys follow the real Barb City with the pink and white logo. Thank you. Who just sent me that floating heart? Thank you, Delray Desi, again, babes. You've been showing out on these last two lives. No lie. You've been showing out. Thank you, Queen. Hey, son. Hi, baby. What'd you say? You said good morning? You ready? Good morning.
Good morning.
You want to say good morning to Barb City Gang?
Good morning, Barb City Gang. Queen
Thank-
of Rappers, Nicki Minaj.
Period. Thank you, Delray Desi, for the flower queen. Y'all been running my rubies up, no lies. Good girl. Y'all been running me up. I appreciate you guys so much. But like I was saying, so we're on Twitter and we're on Instagram. Make sure that you guys see my logo. My merch is www.therealbarbcity.com if you guys want to check out my merch. I also have the Queen of Tacos YouTube channel. It's just that it's Queen of Tacos. You'll see a picture of me. Queen of Tacos is also on Facebook if you guys want to follow us over there as well. Make sure your post notifications are on and you're subscribed to this channel if you're not already, because I will be dropping a video here very shortly. And if you guys missed the video that I posted yesterday after my live, please go and check that out as well. Okay? Now, um, yes, Miranda. Rihanna did donate as well. A lot of artists donated, but nobody did what Nicki does. Not or what Nicki did. Not to say it didn't mean anything. I'm just saying, like, Nicki is always doing her big one, and she's never being given her tens. Like, okay, Rihanna and them donate, and they're always giving their tens. Nicki Minaj is not. So that's my thing. Roman said, "Good morning, little barbs. It's evening time here in South Africa. Shout out to all the barbs, period. Thank you for being here. I love knowing the time differences. I'm not even going to lie. But, anyways, you guys, I got to get my little barbs to school. Go check out my latest video that I posted yesterday. Be looking for a video later today. And thank you for enjoying my blooper rolls. Remember, when in doubt, pull your mother effing blunts out. And today, Babe is going to take us out. It's me. Welcome to the live. She said, I hope you and your family have a great day. You as well. Please rewind the video and watch. But, Babe, take us out. Thanks. You want to do it too? Go ahead.
Thanks.